Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, remember we was talking, in videos I often mention that you could be minding your business and the devil will come knock on your door or just pay you a visit and try to get you out of here for no damn reason. The story I'm about to talk about tonight is no different. You see this guy up here? Lord have mercy. This guy is 21 years old. Look at him. 21 years old and he looked like that. You would think he would still have something to do with or be cognizant of his own grooming. Ladies and gentlemen, this monster that you see, and this guy is a monster, let's make no mistake about it, is 21-year-old Jackson Sagasi of some part of Florida. And this happened in Sunrise, Florida. In fact, it happened at a place called the Sunrise Apartment Complex. And around 2 o'clock in the morning, this past Wednesday, which was yesterday, this guy came up on two women and he attacked them with a knife, killing one of them. And they done got him locked up. And that's another story in itself, which you'll see in these series of videos I'll show you. But man, you never know what somebody's thinking and what type of dark mentality they have or sinister intent when it comes to moving on you. Take a look at this story and we'll come back and talk about it.
A double stabbing in Sunrise, and tonight we know one person is dead. Police are trying to piece together what led to the violent attack.
CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor has been digging for details on the story. He joins us from Sunrise with the latest from investigators.
One person is in custody, and this is per Sunrise Police. So this is the building where it all happened, and neighbors are now asking police to beef up security. From the early hours of the morning, residents of the apartment complex, The Retreat at Sawgrass, started their day with police officers swarming their building.
My first thought is that something involving maybe the Panthers, hopefully, it was something maybe a little bit more lighthearted, but, I had seen a few more news cameras set up, and I started becoming suspicious that maybe something else had happened.
Before dawn, crime scene investigators covered up a body on the floor of the parking garage. Sunrise Police confirmed two people were stabbed just before 1:45 a.m. at 3000 Northwest 130th Avenue.
It's bad because, we live here and you don't know who is who now, and you can show nobody.
I've been living here for 5 years now, and I'm really, I'm in shock.
It's not clear how many people were involved in the confrontation. Sunrise Police are only saying this is an ongoing investigation.
I don't know what would drive somebody to do something like that here, especially in such a place where there's not really many violent crimes, but it's extremely sad to hear that that's happening.
No identities have been released. The extent of the other person's injuries or his or her condition is unknown. We are in Sunrise. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Arrest after a double stabbing in Sunrise.
A woman was killed in the incident that detectives believe may have been random. Local 10's Leanne Motorhome is live in Sunrise with the very latest. Leanne. And the suspect at the center of this stabbing reportedly refused to appear before a judge this morning. Let's show you the scene from yesterday. All of this happened just before 2 a.m. Wednesday morning at the Retreat at Sawgrass Village right behind me. This is an apartment complex right next to the parking lot for Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise. Our cameras were there as police were inside of a parking garage. Sunrise Police say that they believe that this was a, quote, random attack and that a 28-year-old woman from Boca Raton was killed in this stabbing. A second victim did survive their injuries. Now, 21-year-old Jackson Sagasi was arrested and charged with premeditated murder and attempted felony murder. You're looking at his mugshot right there. This is video from his bond hearing, a hearing that he was supposed to attend but refused, according to corrections there inside of the courtroom. The judge, despite his absence, finding probable cause for the arrest, ordering him
be held without bond. He's also been ordered to have no contact with the surviving victim. At this point, police have not officially confirmed the identities of the two people who were stabbed in this attack. More to come on this one. For now, reporting live here in Sunrise, Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Guys, that's the story of this animal, Jackson Sagasi, 21-year-old maniac. And his appearance proves it. Lord have mercy. Now listen, before I get to 2 points I'm going to talk to you guys about, I want to read you a small excerpt of what happened. It says, Sunrise, Florida. Sunrise police have arrested a man in connection with a double stabbing that took a deadly turn at an apartment complex in Sunrise, Florida. 21-year-old Jackson Sagasi faces premeditated murder and attempted felony murder charges in the stabbing incident that took place at the retreat at Sawgrass Village, located along the 3000 block of Northwest 130th Street just before 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. So it's called the retreat at Sawgrass Village. Police said they were dispatched to the location following reports of two people being stabbed, with one man sustaining lacerations to the neck. So one was a man. So it wasn't two women. I wonder why they have two women on here on this video. Anyway, one person was pronounced dead at the scene, which was the woman. Details about the second person's injuries and current condition were not immediately made available and remain unknown as of Thursday afternoon today. It appears the stabbing incident occurred on the first floor of the community's parking garage, as 7 News cameras captured police officers stationed there with a black tarp covering the deceased victim. 7 News spoke to resident Ty Vassell, who said he couldn't fathom something of this magnitude happening in this community. I can. What would drive somebody to do something like that here, especially in such a place where there's not really many violent crimes, but it's extremely sad to hear, says resident Ty Vassell. At this time, officers have not stated a motive nor confirmed any relationship between the two people who were stabbed and the suspect. So this was yesterday. They didn't say what the motive was, and they didn't say who the suspect was, but that second video answered it. They said it was a random attack. Didn't even know these people. Didn't even know these people. Now I'm gonna say something about what this guy Ty Vassell said, the resident, and no disrespect to him, but I'm gonna show you how society is trained to almost accept this incessant violent crime that's out here. He said, what would drive somebody to do something like that here? Here, not just something like that, but do that here. Now looking at them apartments, I'm like, damn, them some nice looking apartments. You know what I'm saying? Probably hard to get into. You know, every area got apartments that's hard to get into, where it's a lot of stipulations and professional people live. This looked like one of them places. I may be wrong. I'm just looking from the outside in. Now he said, why would somebody do that here? First of all, that person ain't from there. And this is what I'm talking about with these statements. People be making these statements like, you hear it all the time. I can't believe this happened in our neighborhood. Anywhere outside is where the devil roam. Hell, the devil's inside the house sometimes. People need to stop saying that. I'm tired of hearing people say that. How could that happen here? What? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the first point. Second point is this. This guy's 21 years old and he got a lot to worry about. For him to be walking out there like that 2 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, looking crazy like that, who gonna let him get close enough to them looking like that in a parking garage at night, especially in the wee hours of the morning? I wonder how he came up on these people. Another thing is he stabbed the woman to death. Then he goes to court. While he's in court, and it's the part that pisses me off of this whole story. It's bad, but this is bad to me. He refused to come in front of the judge. Shit. If that don't show you the justice system is bitch, I don't know what to tell you. How many times, guys, in stories I've done, people have done some of the most savage stuff and refused to get up out of a jail cell and get escorted into the court to face the music. How many times? Why do they even have that right? You got me here, I'm just gonna chill. Pass, I ain't talking to nobody. I did what I did and that's it. Fuck that. That right there tells you the justice system coddles criminals. Stop sucking them off and start knocking them off. Senseless violence. Didn't even know the people, according to reports. And at 21 years old, looking like that, that's what he chose to do. You killed somebody and left them on a tarmac, basically a cement tarmac for cars to drive in and see. That woman's killed right near the gate. Just laid out there like a slaughtered animal. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think they want anything good for American people. As long as they can keep everybody in line and have sporadic incidents where they can say, oh, we caught them after they do some of the most sick shit, they fine with it. It's almost like a doctor that treats the symptom and doesn't try to offer a cure. That's how I look at American crime and punishment. That's how I look at it. The criminals aren't the problem. They're going to be what they be. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are more emboldened because the justice system don't do shit. Revolving door. I'm more than sure this motherfucker been locked up before. If they run his background. You know what I'm saying? He stayed in the damn cell. Fuck that. I ain't got to talk to nobody after I did what I did. Leaving the family of the victim to pick up the pieces in the real world. While this motherfucker was already living in the land of make-believe in his own head goes and does that. I'm more than sure I could probably bet he's homeless. Definitely can bet something wrong with his fucking ass. See, there are a lot of people that are out in the street right now, left to their own vices because they can't be controlled in the house. That's a big motherfucker. He started acting a fool in the house. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody do nothing with that. So a lot of times they open the door. You're free, son or daughter. Proceed to oblivion. And they go out there and obliterate somebody else. Shit is crazy. They need to do something about it. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May this woman rest in peace. And hopefully this guy make a recovery. Jesus Christ. See you in the next video. Take care.